vegetable, which means that it grows underneath the ground. The part we eat is the root of the plant, which is where all its energy is stored in the form of starch and sugar. Other root vegetables include parsnips, beetroot, and even onions. Although we always think of carrots as bright orange, did you know you could also grow yellow, white, red, and even purple carrots? You can also eat the leafy green tops of the plant too, although it's best to cook them a little bit first. To grow carrots, the land must be ploughed, formed into ridges, and then the stones are removed by a machine like this. Because if carrots grow around stones, they can form some rather unusual shapes. Then, between December and May, the tiny carrot seeds are planted into the furrows. They grow best in light, sandy soil and are planted sparingly to give each plant enough space and sunlight to grow fully. It takes between 12 and 16 weeks for different varieties of carrots to grow to their full size, but this can depend on the weather. The ideal conditions are warm days and nights, along with plenty of sunshine and rain, which is why they grow so well in our British climate. Once the carrots are ready to be harvested, a machine like this one, called a top lifter harvester, lifts them out of the soil. This process is usually started at midnight when the temperature is cooler. This helps to keep the carrots fresh and crisp. Around 700,000 tonnes of carrots are harvested each year in the UK. That's the equivalent weight of nearly 4,000 blue whales. Once harvested, the carrots are transported to a factory where they are flushed out of the trailers by huge flumes of water. The carrots are then separated from any soil, stones or weeds which may have been accidentally picked up. Next, they're washed and polished and then sorted by size and quality. This machine is called a hydrocooler. Inside, the carrots are being plunged into ice-cold water, which keeps them nice and fresh. Finally, they check for quality one last time before being packed. Once packed, they are ready to be transported to the shops. It takes an average of just 36 hours from the moment the carrot is pulled from the ground to arriving in your local store, ready for you to take home and enjoy for your dinner.
Hi kids, how are you? Welcome to our next science class. Just give me a moment, please. All right, so we have watched the journey of a carrot from field to your plate, right? It's such a long journey for a vegetable. So in this class, I will be teaching you the process of a potato. We all like potatoes. So first of all, this is what a potato looks like underneath the ground. So here is the plant. It keeps growing upwards And then we've got our potatoes underneath the ground. All right, let's see the journey of a potato. From field to fork. Number 1. The land must be plowed so we can plant seeds in the soil. Number 1, land must be plowed. Number 2, potato seeds are planted. And then, of course, with enough water and sunshine and nutrition from the soil, our plants keep growing. So we've got our plants here. The parts you see in the picture are stem and leaves. Where are the potatoes? They are underneath the ground. Once the potatoes are ready, we harvest them. We harvest them with machines. That means we pick them up from the soil. Number 4, potatoes are transported to factories to be washed and sorted. Sorted means to pick the good potatoes and bad potatoes and sort them separately. And then in the factories, once the potatoes are washed and sorted, they are put in big boxes and then transported to shops, supermarkets, or restaurants. The next step would be to buy them, and then you can either boil or fry them, and ta-da! It's ready to eat. You can have them as French fries or just boiled potatoes, or you can eat chips, crisps. There are so many ways you can eat potatoes, but until you eat the vegetable, this is the process. So as you see, there's so much time and effort put through this process. So many people work in the farms to grow vegetables. They water them, they take care of them, they make sure they get enough sunlight, and then they check and make sure that everything's okay. And then we've got other people working in the farms to harvest them and drive these machines. And then we have people who work in factories to wash them and sort them out. And then we have truck drivers to transport them from factories to supermarkets. And then in the supermarkets, we have cashiers to pay our money. And then we take our potatoes and we cook them. So many people work through this process, and it's very important to finish our food, especially when they are vegetables and fruits. Alright guys, this is our class for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and please feel free to ask me any questions. I'll see you very soon. Bye bye!